What's up? Everybody's week going okay? Everybody staying sanitized? First off, before I even start the video, I just my best out to Nicole State. Get pneumonia type illness, like a flu. They were unable to take him to the hospital last night because, it was very unsafe. Yeah, just as a mom, Nicole, my heart goes out. Can't take him. You can't take the normal precautions that you would as a parent if it would have happened any other time. And my heart and thoughts are with you and your family. My name is Nikki, guys. If you are new, if you're returning, you guys know me. Thanks for coming back. I love you and appreciate you. This channel is all about reselling online. I primarily resell on the Poshmark app. This video is going to be 10 steps that will help beginners sell on Poshmark. Veterans could also watch this and maybe take something out of it, or maybe include something in the comments down below. Just stay tuned, guys. Okay, guys, this is going to be 10 tips and tricks that would help a beginner sell on the Poshmark app. This is just a video on Poshmark for beginners. So the first thing you need to do is self-explanatory. You need to go to your Play Store. You need to download the app. I don't know what it's called on iPhone. I don't like iPhones, but on my Android, it is called the Play Store. So if you are new to Poshmark, you're going to want to go down to my description down below. You're going to want to get my code. It's just Nick_pick_thrift. And you're going to use that code, and for your first purchase on Poshmark, you will get a $5 credit, just as well as I will get a $5 credit, or sometimes they do jack it up to 10. So it just depends on when you actually see this video and when you actually get the balls to sign up. Okay, guys, so like I said, number 1, download the Poshmark app. Number 2, and these are what I would do if I was just starting out. This is the order I would go in. You're going to want to go to USPS.com. You're going to want to order the free shipping supplies. I will have their website in the description down below. Number 1, download the app. Number 2, order free shipping supplies. So you have spent absolutely nothing thus far. You can even go as far as calling USPS, getting the shipping tape for free. They just want to ask you a couple questions. It's like it's probably a tax write-off for them. Some kind of mumbo jumbo. They probably just put some red tape behind it, so hoping that people won't utilize it. But I would, if I was you guys and you're just starting out and you have made $0, so you want to spend $0 to start your business out. Number 3, go through your home. Just gather things that you want to get rid of, whether you just don't want them anymore. Let's just say 10 to be on a good side. So you want to go around your home and you want to find 10 items that you're willing to part with, that are not junk. Nobody's going to buy your junk. Take your junk to the junkyard. So, number 4, you're going to want to run your comps. If you don't know what that means you're going to want to look at the items that you're selling, look at like items, and see what they're selling for. I like to look at listed prices and sold prices, and that's just because that shows me what competition I am working with. So, I like to go down maybe I go down about 20, 25, just depending on how big of a hurry I'm in. Okay, and I just try to find like items. Sometimes I'll filter out of my size. I will filter it to the specific color, and I will even try to locate the exact size. So I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to look at all the listed prices for like items, probably the first 20, 25. I'm going to just get a kind of like a grasp on what my competitors are pricing the item at. And then I'm going to go up to the filter field. I'm going to click it. I'm going to go down to availability. I'm going to click on sold. That is going to bring up all the sold items in the area with the item that I've already filtered out. So you don't have to filter it again, just so you know. So I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to look at more of the sold items than I did the competitors' prices. That's just because that gives me a better feel on what actually the consumer, what actually America is paying for those items. Sometimes I will even take it a bit further if I'm not in a real big rush, and I will even actually get on eBay and Mercari just to see what the prices are running over there too. I usually always do it if the price is higher than, let's say, in the $50 range. I want to check all three platforms to see which one it's selling on the best, so that's when I can push it on the most. Okay, that's it. Okay, so that's how you do that. So number 5, find a well-lit, clean area in your home or outside with no clutter, no distractions, preferably a white background. Now, if you ever look on my closet, I have other backgrounds on there. Those were items that I had first started listing. I wanted it to stand out, and I wanted to go with something crazy. I did that for a while, but I'll tell you what. I can't tell you what to do. I can only tell you that switching to an all-white background has helped my sales tremendously and has boosted my confidence in my photos. So, if you are confident in your photos, normally you'll be confident in asking for a higher price. Okay? So just make sure the area is well lit. You don't have to spend any money on a white backdrop. All you have to do is use a white sheet if you have it. I mean, I could suggest something, but it does cost $1. You can go to the Dollar Tree, or Walmart really is cheaper. It cost me $2.19. I got 10 white poster boards, and I just tacked them up on the wall. Now I use a sheet. I've had backdrops, like professional backdrops, that I've ordered. I've had sheets. I've had those poster boards. I've had tablecloths. I've had just about everything you could have. When I first started, I had just curtains that I had laying around the house, and I used like these really pretty lavender curtains. Now, they were pretty, but I'm telling you, the white background boosted my sales. I take them in my dining room, and I take my box lights, which I did not have for the first 10 months of reselling. So, brings me to my next tip. No, that's not going to bring me to my next tip yet. I was just playing with y'all. I'm still talking about number 5. So, what I did for the lighting, because I was still, my nights and days were still like they are right now. They were confused. So I slept all day and I was up at night. So I had to get a little bit more creative. I swear to goodness, guys, I had every single lamp in my house in one room with me. And I started buying daylight light bulbs little by little. And just whenever I could afford it, or whenever I'd come across them at a thrift store, and I'd take all the lampshades off, and I had lamps everywhere. So it was actually really funny sometimes. Now, box light had changed just my pictures, drastically. I'm not going to lie about it. I mean, I'm not going to say that your pictures are going to be just as good as somebody that does have the proper lighting. They're not. But Rome was not built in a day. You have to work yourself up to success. You're not going to be successful right away anyhow, because you're not going to have the following. I notice the more followers I get, the more sales I make, which is kind of like duh, but I never actually realized that until here lately. So now, well, I used that one box light for a long time, and then about 3 months ago, I came across a photography lighting kit on Wish.com. I paid $94 for it, and I didn't mind paying that because I bought a laptop off of them before that, and for a higher amount, and I was happy with the quality. You know, it still works. So I got 2 box, I thought I was ordering 2 box lights, a tripod for my backdrops, 3 backdrops, some clamps, and a carrying case, an expandable backdrop, like an expandable pole. And I thought I was getting actually 2, I clicked the wrong one. I thought I was actually getting 2 umbrella lights with that too, but I didn't click the right one. So I don't have umbrella lights yet, so I don't know how they work yet, but I want one. So if anybody has an extra one they want to sell at a really good price, holler at your girl. So anyways, I just use, like right now I'm using 1 box light. I always use both box lights in my pictures along with the overhead lights, but that's all I have in here right now. And then my lamp over here. So sorry about that tangent, guys. Just talking about my lighting. So that leads me to tip number 6. You're going to want to clean up the item by either de-wrinkling or just cleaning the item, like if it's dirty, washing it, and separating it into like items. The first part of it. I told you that we were going to get through this with spending $0. If you don't have a steamer, and you just happen you don't have an iron, or you just hate to iron like me, sorry guys, break time. I have another video that shows how to de-wrinkle an item without any steamer. So I will link that video down below in the description. The reason you're going to want to separate them into like item piles is because it's a lot more simple to list. Like, say you're doing all jeans, okay? Or say you have 4 pairs of jeans, 3 shirts, and 2 pairs of shoes. You're going to want to clean all those items. You're going to put all the jeans right here, all the shirts, all the shoes, okay? Now, you just have to find your own little niche. I try to do whatever is the most difficult for me to list. Like the items that I hate to list. I hate to list jeans. Hate it. I like to source them and I like to sell them, but I hate to list them. So if I have a pile of jeans in my listing for that day, I tend to do those items first, okay? So then I just move on to the next one and the next one. Ultimately, that is just going to shave a couple seconds off of your time here, a couple seconds off of your time there, and ultimately it's going to save you a lot of time in the long run. Time is money. Okay? The next thing, you have 15 drafts available in the Poshmark app. Just meaning that you can have 15 items that you've already photographed just sitting there waiting to be listed or waiting for you to write a description. So I would suggest utilizing them. I never thought I would say this, but here lately I've been bulk listing, which means each task I'm doing all of at one time, and then I'm moving on to the next one. And guys, it is a lot more simple. Whenever I first started this channel a couple months ago, I was dead set against it. I did not believe in it. Sorry, it confused me. It was not something I was interested in. Well, here lately, I've been implementing it, and it really does help. Like, I can't believe on how many items that I can list in a day quicker than I could before. I mean, it's really amazing, guys. So, you're going to want to photograph this is how I do it. You might need to, twist it up a little bit, form it, mold it into what you need it to be, and make it work for you. No 2 people are alike. They do not have the same thought process. They do not have the same work ethic. I don't care who you are. No 2 people are the same. Photograph the item. What I do is I photograph the item. I take all 8 pictures. I try to utilize all 8 photos. I try to make all of them clear. I'm actually going back and, little by little I am vamping up my old listings, relisting or changing the pictures if I don't feel like relisting, because I'm not that big on relisting, but I'm open to it. I did have one thing sell right away that I did relist, but I'm not a big fan of it. I think time is money, and it seems like a waste of my time. I'm doing it over again. For one, I'm having to go to my inventory, find the item, not a big deal, okay? I'm having to take it out of the inventory bag, steam it, whatever. Okay. I'm having to then re-photograph 8 pictures. Either copy and paste all the items and all the descriptions or write new ones. To me, it doesn't make a difference. Whatever. Then I'm having to fold it back up, inventory it back down, and put it away. That seems a little, this word, tedious, monotonous. It's just, I don't see a logic in it. I think, people say algorithm. This is my thoughts on the algorithm, guys. If you're in the right place at the right time, and you share that item just at the right specific point when somebody's looking for it, then you gotta sell. It's all about the luck of the draw and photographs. I think it has nothing to do with an algorithm. I mean, to me, that just seems like bullshit that some bored person made up to try to have a conversation piece. Honestly, if you want to know the truth, I think it's bullshit. Yes, a computer, a hard drive, or I'm not the sharpest crown in the box. But I do have a very strong opinion about things, and I do voice them, and you are allowed to voice yours. I think it's just all about the right time, the right place, when you move that item. I mean, I don't want to really say luck of the draw, but really it is. The odds are ever in your favor if they take a stop and if you make a sell. I mean, that's just my opinion, guys. I mean, I'm sure I'll get hated on that down in the comments, but hey, you can leave me bad comments as well as good comments. We just don't want to get ugly, but like I said, you are allowed to have your own opinion, and your opinions do matter to me. Okay, so you're going to want to photograph the item, save to draft, and how you do this, guys, is you just press back or cancel. It'll come up as save as draft or discard. You're going to want to save as a draft. It'll then take you back, like you've listed. It'll say updating status. It'll then take you back to the page that you were on before, and you'll want to hit sell again. And you're going to want to repeat this process for the remainder of your items or the 15 spaces that you have available as drafts. Easy enough, right? Okay, so number 8 is you're going to want to measure and list. I didn't measure my items at first, but guys, it saves a lot of time. Time is money. Take my word at it. I don't even type it in a listing because my fingers hurt every day from being on my phone so much, packing from Poshmark. Seriously. Like, there's some days I share my stuff and answer so many questions that my fingers, I can't even touch it with my fingertips. I'm like hitting with my knuckles. Like, it hurts. And if nobody's ever felt that, then you've never shared enough. But I'm sure other people have felt the pain. Okay. So what I do is I have it up against my inventory thing. It's like where there's a white space on it. And I just have it taped there. And I have it all the way down. And I take the item, like a pair of pants. I take it up, I do the inseam, well, I do the waist first. Waist, I write it on. This right here, this is my new thing, and I really like it. It saves a lot of time. So, because I hate typing and I hate remembering. So, as I'm doing it, I have this over there next to me along with dry erase. And as I'm doing it, I write it down. Like the last item I did today was a 14-inch flat lay waist. It had a 29-inch inseam, and the rise was 11. Like if it is a like a extreme wide leg or an extreme flare, I will also put the opening of the pant leg. So I take a picture of this. So I really only utilize 7, and then I take a picture of this so they have a visual. I do write measurements are approximate. Everybody measures different. After you measure it, take a picture of it. You don't want to back out. You want to go ahead and list that, because to me, that's the most time efficient. What I do is I write a title, and I'm learning how to use keywords. Keywords are descriptive words like peplum top or boho, lag and look. The color is the designer. If it's leather, those are all keywords. Fit as many keywords in as... Okay, so in the description, I always copy and paste what my title is. After I copy and paste it, I will go back and tweak it a little bit. Like, there's some keywords that you can't, you just don't have, that aren't as important, but need to be in the beginning of it. So I just try to just put a few keywords in the midst of the listing. And then at the end, I write either in excellent used conditions, no rips, stains, or tears, bundle with other things in my closet for a bigger personal discount, and 1 shipping fee. All offers are welcome. That's just that, and that provides the buyer with seeing that you're willing to negotiate. Now, if you're not willing to negotiate, put that in the title. If it is a smoke-free or pet-free home, go ahead and put that in the title. Or in the description, sorry. Rewrite the measurements. The measurements are in my pictures. Okay. So I just repeat that with all of my items, and I am measuring, writing a descriptive title, writing a good description, filling out the other things, if it's new with tags, the color, the SKU number, the COG, which is the cost of goods, can go right under the SKU number. And then I'm going to hit list. I'm going to go back into my drafts. I'm going to do that for the other remainder of the items. So number 8 is you assign an inventory number to the item. You then measure it. You write a very descriptive keyword title and a really good description of the product. All the other questions that they may ask, if it's new with tags. They also have a new thing where you can put your SKU number, your cost of goods is right under where you can do the SKU number, and then you're going to hit list. Okay? So, that brings us to number 9. Number 9 is you're going to place items in an inventory bag. I use the Walmart Ziploc bags. This is exactly how I do it. Because these are my spare ones that I have that I sold today. I just have the Walmart ones. I get them at Walmart 110 for like $5.67. I then write the inventory number. My inventory number consists of I'm sorry guys, my camera quit right there at the end and I didn't realize it until just now. So where I was at was you are going to we were on number 9. Number 9 is you write the inventory number on them. you put them away. See, this is an old picture. Old. This is a newer one right here. Still not the best, guys, but it's what I do. I don't claim to be a photographer. But there's that listing. So you're going to put the inventory number on them. Here is where there is a SKU number. You can put the cost price, which this was less than $1, so I just didn't put it on there. I'm going to then hit list, which that's what it would be, list right there. And then I'm going to inventory it away. How I'm going to do that is I have a number and letter inventory system, which brings me to the 10th and final step. The 10th and final step is going to be share, share, share. Share your closet, sit back, and enjoy the sales. This is how you share. This is how I share. A lot of people, this is what I meant by the crazy backgrounds, guys. A lot of people say if you go in and edit, next, list, it takes you to a higher thing on the totem pole. I don't necessarily agree with that. I told you guys how I feel about that I think the algorithm is bull honky donkey. So, don't forget to like my video, guys. Subscribe to me. Hit that bell notification for every time that I upload a new video. I hope that everyone has a prosperous week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.